Hello friends, and welcome to the Planeswalker project. Today we're going to be doing something different and building a group hug deck using Kineo Sentiro of Melites. I really wanted to revisit this strategy because I really like the concept of doing group hug decks and something that's not Feldegriff. And I'm being as predictable as ever, so let's get ready for some hugs. As always, there's going to be a link to the full deck list in the description of this video, so if you want to see more, do feel free. So let's start with some ramp. Obviously, our commander does some of this work for us, letting us drop an extra land every turn. That checks out. But we also have Birds of Paradise, who gives us a perfect mana-fixing mana dork on a very assuming mana-fixy bird. Steve is also here, letting us snag a basic land. That checks out. We also have Arcane Signet and Soul Ring as our only two mana rock choices. I prefer our other modes of ramp, like Cultivate, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth, to get us lands, as lands are perhaps some of the most safe route for mana ramp. Nobody runs Armageddon. I also run Smothering Tithe and Curse of Opulence for a little additional mana production. So I know what you're thinking. Get on with the group hugs. This deck is boring. Well, hang on a minute. Jeez, I'm trying to segue here a little more organically. Alrighty then, so for some basic hugs, we have Gaddock Teague, who turns off some of the higher costed non-creature stuff, so no damnations or wrath of gods here. Grand Abolisher will make sure that no one is doing things out of turn. It's my turn, and it's very crucial. I don't like seeing two basic islands just sitting there menacingly while I'm trying to have fun. Harsh Mentor is a gentle deterrence to any activated abilities that aren't mana abilities, which is crucial when you're dealing with a format full of nonsense abilities. Speaking of nonsense abilities, Hushbringer is the perfect management for ETB abilities and death triggers. In gentle words, hush the tush. Leonin Arbiter shuts down tutors, and Thalia taxes non-creature spells some more. We also have the other Thalia here to slow down opposing board states. Aven Mind Sensor for more deck tutor restrictions. Fate Spinner is always fun to prevent some turn progress. Manglehorn puts the brakes on artifacts. Runic Armasaur says should you manage to get some of your activated abilities to work, I get to draw a card. Linvala, teehee. Loxodon Gatekeeper shuts down a lot of opponents' ability to play defensively. Spelltithe Enforcer is brutal to opponents trying to play several spells per turn, and of course, Consecrated Sphinx will give us some card draw to punish opponents who want to do things. I'm sorry, we're sure this is a group hug deck. Well, my producer says yes, shut up, keep going, so who am I to argue with that logic, right? So, moving on, we have some defensive spells like Cyclonic Rift, Deflecting Palm to prevent OTK attacks, Teferi's Protection, Aura of Silence, Authority of the Consuls, Blind Obedience, Deafening Silence, Frozen Ether, Ghostly Prison and Propaganda, Mystic Study, Stony Silence, and War's Toll. These cards each do their part to help slow our opponents down, preventing them from acting optimally to their own strategies and help fending off threats. Are you sure we're doing the right deck? This seems very off. Anyway, we could take advantage of our commander giving our opponents additional land drops with the card Burgeoning. We have Luminarch Ascension to give us some attackers should our opponents be graceful enough to accept the hugs we give them. And of course, as a very great way to win, Approach of the Second Sun will be a lovely finisher in this deck. So I'm just saying, this deck is definitely not a group hug deck. What monster built this thing? I like Kineo Sentiro. This deck is supposed to be about having happy, fun times, everyone's deck working better, and just games ending with everyone having a good time. What fresh hell is this? I gotta go, everyone. I'm sorry.